Hi everyone, Michaela here. I'm here with both my weekly empties and as well as my unempties because I don't have very many unempties this week. I mostly just have empties. As you will recall, for our Operation Use It Up this week, we are focusing on Rose Girls. And I'm going to be honest as we go through this about my experiences in my home and what I've experienced this week. I did try and take notes on some of the packages this week as I was going through them. I really made a big effort to try and use a bunch up. I didn't get through quite as much as I would have liked, but I might continue to try and use those up as I go throughout this next week. I will have a new Operation Use It Up vendor tomorrow. I do think that we're going to do teddy bees this week because the order should be shipping this week or next week. I'm super excited. So I do have a lot to get through. I'm trying to get this recorded along with some other videos before my family gets home. So I'm hoping I can do that. So I will try and go through this somewhat quickly. And these are not going to be in any order. I just dumped everything in a container and we're just going to grab and go. So first we have Sassy Girl Aroma, Return to Oz. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, salted caramel, blackberry jam butter cookies, and zucchini bread. And this is from 11/20. This is one of her brittle bars. I love this scent. I've already reordered this scent. I have really great performance with her wax. And I love the breakaway bars because they're just super easy to use. I don't have to spend time chopping anything up. Okay, next we have Zen and Lily of the Valley from Rose Girls. This is from 3/19. This is one of her little chunk samplers. This was really strong. It was really good. I did one in my laundry room and one in a bathroom. And I really enjoyed this scent. It's not very floral because I get mostly Zen with just a hint of that Lily. It was very good. Okay, next we have Vanilla Strawberry Noel, which is vanilla wafers, strawberry jam, and vanilla bean Noel. This is also from Rose Girls. These were her chunk shapes. This one was so good. It was super strong. I would definitely buy this one again. I actually melted this one my first day, so Sunday, I believe. And I had such good performance with this one in my downstairs area that I did end up placing an order. By the time I got my order, I wasn't having as good of experience. We'll go through everything. But I haven't posted that order yet because I don't think that I was very positive during it because I was kind of disappointed. And so I might post that now just kind of with the reference of this was amazing. I loved this. It blew us out of the house. It performed. It lasted forever. And that's why I did order more. I don't know. So this is from 2/21. I got it in a D-stash. I don't know if I got better performance with that because it was the chunks. I know that with some other vendors, some shapes perform better than others. I don't know if the same is for Rose Girls. I don't know, but that one was amazing. This one, chunk muffin and strawberry pound cake, cotton candy frosting, monster cookie, and marshmallow smoothie. I think I had 3 of these. Yes, I had 3 of these. So I put these 3 throughout the downstairs in my home, and they were really strong, but for a short amount of time. So the scent didn't last very long. It was a good scent. I enjoyed the scent. Smelling it out of the bag, it's delicious. I love strawberry pound cake and just everything in it. And this was from this year, so from 4/21 this year. Next we have Candy Apple Milkshake from 9/20. This one was really strong. It lasted all day long, but I did have it melting in my bedroom. That was a really good scent. Pumpkin Peanut Brittle Peeps Cake from 9/20. I got nothing. I had this downstairs throughout my entire downstairs. I divided it up throughout my warmers and I didn't smell anything. But quite honestly, even smelling it in the bag, I didn't smell much. But I remember when I got this, and so it is a year old. I remember when I got this, it smelled really strong in the bag, and smelling it when I melted it now, there was pretty much no smell. This one is one by Swanky. So this is Warm and Dreamy French Lavender, Sweet Lavender Fireside. Oh my gosh, Fireside Cream Cake, Sugar Cone, Vanilla Bean Noel. This was like a nighttime blend that I did. It was a partial loaf I got in a D-stash. Amazing. This was such an amazing scent. So you really get that lavender, but then you get that richness and the deepness from the Fireside cake. Yeah, I have more of this from a D-stash, and if she ever had offered this again, I would definitely buy it again. Very, very good. Okay, this one is Thwomps from Rose Girls. I don't have the scent notes on this. This one's from 11/20. I know it's part of the Mario pre-order. I did not order anything. I put this throughout my downstairs. I got a really strong, like, cooling sensation at first, like you felt like you were breathing cold air. And that went away after maybe an hour or so, and then there just was no other scent. I believe it's peppermint, pine, and maybe sugar cookie royale. I'm not sure. But I never got anything other than that cooling sensation. Clementine Peach Pie. This was really good, really strong. I melted this one in my bedroom though, and this was a chunk muffin. Southbound Lavender Milk and Cookies. So lavender, vanilla, fresh baked sugar cookies, and sweetened sugar milk. I got this in a D-stash. This was really strong, super yummy. It was an entire loaf. I don't know when it was actually poured, but I enjoyed the whole thing, and I would probably get it again. I do prefer nighttime melts with peppermint in it, so I don't know, but this was really good. I really enjoyed it. Dutch Apple Cookie Land from 6/21. I put this throughout my downstairs. I kind of got a medium throw. It was there, but it wasn't super strong. I kind of had to sniff a couple times to really smell something. The scent notes were okay. It didn't really stand out to me. Love Yourself Fluff Puffs from 8/20. So when I melted this upstairs, it was kind of a medium throw. I did smell it more strong in the areas that were smaller, so like in the bathroom or the bedrooms. And then when I melted it downstairs in my bedroom, it was more of a medium strong, and it lasted quite a few hours, maybe 5 to 6 hours. It was a good scent. I don't have the scent notes. Handbook for the Recently Deceased. I did 2 chunk muffins of this. I wrote that it's light medium. It was interesting because it kind of reminded me of like oatmeal packets, like the fruity smell, like if you're making the apple cinnamon oatmeal and just the smell of the fruity apple. I know the scent notes are some kind of a mixed fruit thing. I don't remember what it is. I didn't write it down. But yeah, this was a light to medium. Again, I melted this downstairs. Southbound Witching Hour, Campfire Smoke and Sweet and Gooey Marshmallow Cream. This is okay. So it's strong, but it's not my favorite scent. I prefer more bakery with my smoky scents, although I do like smoky scents. The Bathing Garden Love Pumpkin. This is from 9/20. I don't have the scent notes, but it's a pumpkin bakery scent. It was good. It was about a medium. And then Pumpkin Peanut Fudge, also from 9/20, also about a medium. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I wish it was a little bit stronger, but it definitely has, it kind of smells a lot like that Bath & Body Works candle, the pumpkin peanut butter, peanut brittle, I think is what it is. So it's good. I do like the Bathing Garden. Rose Girls Lemon Cotton Candy Ice Cream Cake. This was light to medium. I melted this upstairs and then I melted this in my bedroom. Both were about the same, kind of a light to medium. It's a good scent, but it's not very strong. Sassy Girl Aroma. This is Black Cat, which is Blackberry Cider Lane Marshmallow Fireside. This is the other ghoul head that I had that I talked about on my Empties video before. Super yummy. I love this scent. She has this scent in her current pre-order. I don't know if the pre-order is closed yet. Delicious. I ordered 2 more in her brittles or breakaway bars, whatever they're called. Really enjoyed this. I get a nice strong throw and it lasts quite a while. Rose Girls Alice in Summerland. It kind of was like, I think it's a honeydew melon or cantaloupe or something with lavender. It was a medium to strong, wasn't my favorite. I don't like melon scents in wax, I've discovered. And it was interesting to me because the melon scent seemed to burn off faster, and then it was just kind of left with the lavender, which was okay. And I had this going in my downstairs. Ooey Gooey Pears from 2020. This was really strong, but I don't know what about the scent. I found it like absolutely revolting. Like as soon as I melted this in my bedroom, and I literally had to go pull it out right away. It just, I don't know. I don't know what about it. I did not like it at all. I didn't feel like that with it on cold, but once it was on warm, I did not like it at all. 920 Makeup Sex. This was really strong. I melted this a few times in my laundry room and then in a bathroom. It was a chunk muffin, so I cut it into 4 pieces. Super strong, very long lasting, great scent. I really enjoyed it. Sassy Girl Aroma Horror Film, which is juicy blackberries, Vermont maple, toffee, butter, vanilla, and buttercream. This is from 721. This was delicious. The blackberries was definitely a juicy blackberry. Like it just smelled like those juicy ripe blackberries combined with the other notes. It was gorgeous. I loved it. Long lasting. When I'm upstairs, I could actually smell it kind of wafting from downstairs. That's how I know a scent is good, as I can smell it wafting up here. Teddy Bees, Mosaic, I think is how you say it. Sweet raspberry, sugar cookies, and rich peach cobbler. This was really good. I enjoyed it. I don't know that I would need a bunch more of this. I like peach scents, but not all the time. So it was good. It was strong, lasted a long time. It was one of her souffles. Rose Girls Peppermint Coconut Mallow from 621. Super strong. Love this scent. She has a great peppermint scent. Very long lasting. I really enjoyed this. Rose Girls Opposite of Keto. I have this going downstairs right now. It's kind of a medium to light. It's a good scent, just not very strong. And I do have it in my bedroom, which is a smaller area. So I would assume that it would be a little bit stronger in my bedroom, but it's pretty light, but it's a good scent. Strawberry Cupcakes at Tiffany's from 521. I have this going downstairs right now. I can really smell the Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I can't smell the strawberry as much, but again, it's probably just a medium throw. Resting Witch Face, which I don't have the scent notes for this one either. I had this going upstairs this morning. It's a medium throw. It was a good scent. It smelled like it had a little bit of spice to it. I'm not sure, but it was okay. They were chunk muffins, 2 chunk muffins. Lavender Apple Peeps Cake. So the Peeps Cake is yellow cake, fluffy frosting, and gooey sugar covered marshmallows. This was kind of a medium strong. I had this melting upstairs. It was a good scent. Would I need more? Probably not. October from 920. This one is green apple, mac apple, lavender, and oak. This was a really good scent. My daughter actually liked it enough that she took the other chunk muffin that I had like 1 piece of left, and she has that in her room. So I finished up like 1.5 chunk muffins. Super Tarts. It wasn't just a dream. This is like a lavender nighttime blend. I'm not sure what the scent notes are. It's part of her Mary Poppins collection that she did a while ago. It's really good. I really enjoyed this. I definitely would probably pick it up again. I think it's lavender and pink sugar. Yeah, I would probably get another bag of this one. I enjoyed that. Super long lasting. I have really good luck with Super Tarts. Another Super Tarts, this one's Cugio. This is from 920. So Cugio is warm vanilla sugar, brown sugar, fig, and blackberry jam. Super good, very long lasting, strong scent. I can melt it anywhere in my house, and then I can just smell it everywhere. I just love her blackberries. I love her bakery. Okay. Palo Santo Peeps Cake, Palo Santo Yellow Cake, Buttercream Frosting, and Sugar Covered Marshmallow Peeps. This is from 421. Smelling this on cold, I really didn't like it that much. And so I was really nervous because it seems like I have better luck with her fresh scents. I couldn't smell a thing. I was so surprised because I melted this upstairs in smaller areas. I couldn't smell it at all. I do have a little bit left of another chunk muffin, and quite honestly, I'm probably just gonna throw it away. It's not even worth melting because I can't smell it. Empire Alchemy's Pom Poms and Mittens, which is vanilla ambriette, wild Madagascar vanilla, and lavender obline, I don't know. Really light, couldn't really smell it. This is from 321. I have discovered Empire Alchemy just really doesn't work in my home, so I have not bought any more. Candy corn, sweet pumpkin pie, and vanilla crunch donuts from 2020. This one was a light to medium throw. I melted it in my bedroom. It was also a chunk muffin. I Smell Children from 920. This is sea salt pretzel butterscotch cookies. This was a chunk muffin. This was really light. I could smell it, but it was light. And then Americana Peeps cake from 820. So this is a blackberry jam butter cookies, monster cookie, and marshmallow smoothie. Again, this is light. I could smell it, but it was really light. Those are all the empties. One thing that I'm definitely discovering is that if I'm going to do Rose Girls in my home, I can't do it downstairs in my open concept. The only one that performed well was that Nilla Strawberry Noel. Everything else, it's just light to medium. It just gets lost in the open concept. If I can find a good picture, I'll post a picture on here so you can see kind of what my open concept is like. And maybe that's why I have so many problems here with Rose Girls. But I can melt Super Tarts, or I can melt Sassy Girl Aroma or Salt Mountain, and I don't have that issue. So I don't know. Okay, my Unempties. So here's the rest of that Palo Santo Peeps cake. And I did that upstairs, got no throw. Pink Clothes on the Line. This was really good. Like I said, her fresh laundry type blends seem to perform extremely well. And the sad thing is that's just not my scent preference. I enjoyed this. I will enjoy finishing it up, but I probably wouldn't buy another one just because it's not my favorite. I don't love fresh in laundry. Raspberry sauce from 820. This is really good, super strong. I mixed it with campfire marshmallows and pie crust, her scoopables. I could smell the raspberry sauce. I couldn't really smell this one. However, I do know that campfire marshmallows and pie crust is kind of more of a softer blender scent. Now her scoopables. This is my opinion, my experience. I don't think I like them. The texture of her scoopables is very different than the texture of other scoopables that I've had compared to L3 and Zape. I don't know. So with L3 and Zape, you scoop into it like really easily. Like with this one, I feel like I almost had to cut into it a little bit. Like the texture, I don't think you can really tell, but the texture is just, I'm pressing really, really hard. And it's just a lot more of a firm type texture. Whereas the L3 and the Zape, it's more of a soft, almost creamy. I mean, this is a good scent, but again, I could not smell it in my downstairs area. Maybe if I would have done it upstairs or in my bedroom, I could have smelled it. I don't know. Teddy B's Sweetie Pie, which is sweet strawberries, vanilla frosted cookies, and strawberry frosted cake. This is from 521. This is a beautiful scent. I really enjoyed it. It's about a medium throw, not super strong, but I could definitely smell it. And it's a really, really good scent. I really enjoyed it. Vintage Cheek Be Our Guest, blackberry jam butter cookies, zucchini bread, and vanilla crunch. This is gorgeous. Love this scent. Medium to strong throw. I would definitely get this one again. I love blackberry jam, and she has a really, really nice zucchini bread. And then the last one that I have is Strawberry Fields Forever Embeds Tara Will Never Go Hungry Again, which is strawberries and cream, zucchini bread, wild berry mousse, marshmallow zucchini bread. And this is from Vintage Chic. This was delicious. This was so good. It's one of her loaves with the embeds in it. So look at that beautiful color. I did post a picture of what it looked like on Instagram before I cut it up. This was gorgeous. And I get a little bit worried, with the wild berry mousse on cold. But man, when that warms up, it is this delicious, amazing scent, especially with the zucchini bread. I really enjoyed this. Once I use this up, I would definitely get this one again. So that's everything that I have. Like I said with Rose Girls, I really think that going forward, if I do melt Rose Girls, I'll have to melt it either upstairs or in my bedroom. It just does not perform in the main area of my house compared to the other vendors that I buy from, unless I'm using her fresh scents. And her fresh scents are powerhouses. They perform very well, but they are not my scent preference. And so there might be a few that I might get and use, and I do still have a lot to use up, plus the ones that I just ordered. But for me in my home, it just doesn't work very well. And I really do think it's because of this big open concept area that I have that the scent just gets lost. So that's my thoughts on Rose Girls. I know that there's tons of people out there that love her. I know that smelling the blends in the bag, there's some amazing blends, but it's just, for whatever reason, is not working very well in my home. I was hoping that maybe it had more to do with the time that it sets, which it does a little bit, I've discovered. Like some of the bakery scents, they don't smell as strong after sitting for a year. But even the newer ones that I melted, they just don't perform very well in my downstairs. I mean, maybe if I used even more, but as it goes, I use an entire one of her, I use an entire mini melter bag when I do my downstairs area. And that's not counting the bedrooms or the bathrooms or the laundry room. And so for me, I just don't feel like it's working in my home. But thank you for checking out this video, and hopefully, you know, those that have great luck with Rose Girls, that's great. And I am so glad for you. I just think that we each have different homes and things just perform differently in our homes, sadly. So I hope that your day is going well, and I will see you next time.